这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的英语能力在美国日常生活是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
Imagine you're a soldier on an old battlefield. No hospitals. No painkillers. Just you and the bullet in your leg. The doctor says he has to dig it out. He hands you a lead bullet. Bite this, he says. It'll help with the pain. That's where our phrase comes from. Bite the bullet. Back in the 1700s, when wars were fought with muskets and swords, medicine was brutal. If you got shot, the doctor might have to cut off your arm or leg. There was no anesthesia to put you to sleep. You had to stay awake through all the pain. So what did they do? They gave soldiers something to bite on. Usually a leather strap, sometimes a piece of wood. But in the worst moments, it was a bullet. Why a bullet? Because lead is soft. It wouldn't break your teeth when you clenched your jaw in agony. The first written record comes from 1796. Francis Grose wrote about soldiers chewing a bullet while being whipped as punishment. They wouldn't cry out. It was a point of honor. Then in 1891, Rudyard Kipling used it in his novel The Light That Failed. Bite on the bullet, old man, a character says. Don't let them think you're afraid, that's the real meaning. It's not about literally biting metal. It's about courage. It's that moment when you know something will hurt, but you do it anyway because you have to. Like that time I had to give a speech in front of 500 people. My hands were shaking. My voice was trembling. I had to bite the bullet and just start talking. Or when my friend Sarah had to go to the dentist for a root canal. She was terrified. But she bit the bullet and made the appointment. That's what this phrase is about. Those everyday battles where we have to be brave. Now let me tell you about Private James Wilson. He was just 19 when he fought in the American Revolution. One foggy morning, his regiment was ambushed. A musket ball ripped through his shoulder. The battlefield was chaos, smoke, shouting, the smell of gunpowder. James stumbled to the medical tent where the surgeon had blood up to his elbows. You're lucky, the surgeon said. The ball went straight through. But I need to clean the wound. James knew what that meant. No whiskey left for pain. No opium. Just a bullet to bite. The surgeon handed him a lead musket ball. Bite hard, son. Don't swallow it. And try not to scream, it scares the other men. James put the cold metal between his teeth. He tasted dirt and gunpowder. Then the surgeon started probing the wound with a hot iron. The pain was like fire. James bit down so hard his jaw ached. The bullet flattened between his teeth. He saw stars. He thought about home, about his mother's cooking, about anything but the pain. After what felt like hours, the surgeon said, "Done." James spat out the deformed bullet. His mouth was bleeding where he'd bitten his cheek. But he hadn't screamed. Not once. That's the original bite the bullet. Real pain. Real courage. Now, this phrase didn't stay on the battlefield. It traveled everywhere. In the 1900s, factories used it. Workers biting the bullet through long, hard shifts. During the Great Depression, fathers bit the bullet and stood in bread lines to feed their families. Today, we still bite bullets every day. That big test you're scared of? Bite the bullet and study. The apology you need to make? Bite the bullet and say you're sorry. The workout you want to skip? Bite the bullet and just do it. The phrase appears in movies too. Remember in The Avengers when Captain America knows they're outnumbered but says we have to try? That's biting the bullet. Or in Harry Potter when Harry walks into the forest to face Voldemort? That's the ultimate bullet bite. It's in music too. John Lennon sang about biting bullets in whatever gets you through the night. Even politicians use it. When a leader says we must bite the bullet and raise taxes, we understand it's painful but necessary. So why does this phrase still work after 200 years? Because life still hurts sometimes. And we still need courage. Next time you're facing something hard, remember Private James. Remember that cold metal between his teeth. Then take a deep breath and bite your own bullet. Whatever your battle is, school, work, family, health, you've got this. You can be brave. You can endure. That's the secret this phrase teaches us. Courage isn't about not being scared. It's about being scared and still moving forward. It's about biting the bullet when you have to. Now I want you to think about something you've been putting off. Something that scares you. Maybe it's applying for that job. Maybe it's ending that bad relationship. Maybe it's finally going to the doctor. Whatever it is, this is your sign. Today's the day you bite the bullet. And when you do, remember you're part of a long line of brave people. Soldiers, doctors, parents, students, all biting their own bullets through history. You're not alone in your fight. We're all biting bullets together. So go on. Be brave. Bite that bullet.
你太棒了，你学完了全部内容，你离英语自由又近了一步。下个视频见。